Hi, everybody. It's Tamara Hawk. You're getting this energy alert with me on my phone today because we had a really big thunder and lightning storm last night, and I think it hit my house. It blew up some of my Wi-Fi, phones, electronics, and stuff like that. So, phone it is. Okay, so there's a few things. We have a super big full moon in Pisces coming right up. Or even here, kind of. A lot of us have been feeling it for days. Now, this can be super emotional time, okay? So just try and ground your energy if you can and connect to your source, okay? I've been talking to a lot of light workers, including myself. I talk to myself and my peeps. Oh, and it seems that lately, a lot of us aren't asking for the help that we need to be asking for from our peeps, okay? Like, especially some of you that did feel almost like born this way, or maybe you were born this way, but maybe 10, 15 years ago, you had kind of like an awakening. And when you started out, you were connecting to source and asking for help all the time and talking to your angels and basically saying, kind of help me through this and whatnot. And you may be forgetting that. Okay, like we wind up getting so powerful in ourselves, right, where we're quite psychic, we get answers, we're in tune, that you may be forgetting to ask and do what you did before, which was helpful for you. Okay, so do lots of like heart energy stuff and connecting to source, crown chakra, things like that, just to reconnect you. Okay. um and a lot of it's there's been this psyop going on for the past few years that's trying to really scare the shit out of everybody, and it's kind of working. Okay, I know very few people that aren't afraid of something. Okay, and whether it's, a lot of it has to do with your place in the world. Okay, whether it's like financial, where you're living, or health, or whatever. It's these fears around, just fear. Like it's like nothing feels safe right now, and it's because there's such huge changes going on, and it's almost normal to not feel safe right now. Okay, so do connect to your source. Okay, and do a little full moon ritual, okay, of things you want to let go of. Because what I'm noticing with a lot of clients and friends and family and whatnot is a focus on what you're afraid of. Okay, um, you know, if it's a housing thing, because a lot of people are going through housing stuff where I live. Okay, it's probably worldwide, but in Canada, it's pretty bad. Mortgage rates are going up and rents are going up, and it's getting harder and harder to feel safe, even where you live. Okay. And I know I've talked about in past videos having our communities and our families and whatnot. And um, I've even offered to open up my space because I have a fairly large space. One of my kids is moving out, and it's like I've offered that up to a couple of friends that may be struggling with a place to live, right? We need to stick together. There's been so much fear, so much separation, so much trying to divide us, and we can't allow that to happen. Okay, don't get sucked into social media taking sides and saying these people are doing that to us, and those people are sheep, those people are evil, those are them. We're all in this together, and the more we can focus on being in it together, the easier it will be to get through. Okay, now back to what I was going to say a minute ago, is with manifestations. It's very easy when you're in such high intensity fear state, which many people are, okay, is to focus on what you don't want. Okay. Um, like I say, the couple of people that I've said, hey, if you need some place to stay, you could stay with me. It's like it's the fear of being homeless, or the fear of, where am I going to live? Where am I going to be? Right? And you get so focused on those fears that you're imagining it day in and day out, and what it's going to be like when shit hits the fan, right? Well, the more you're imagining that, the more likely you are to create it. Okay. So when you're thinking about manifesting something, or if you're thinking about what you're trying to create, focus on, it's like, if it's just, I want money, right? It's like, well, what would that money bring you? Would it make you feel safer? Would it make you feel more secure? Would it make you feel happier? Okay. Look at whatever that feeling is that money would bring you. Okay. And try and find that feeling. Okay. So if you're going for the feeling, and the feeling is safety or security, start to focus on all of the ways that you are already safe and secure. Maybe you have some people, maybe you have work. It's focus on those things so that they can get bigger. Work on your vibration in this moment as best you can. Okay. And try and create better. So on this full moon, it's like, if you want to write down all of those fears and all of the worst stuff that could happen that you've been ruminating about, it's like, write them all down and then burn it safely, of course. You know, it's been pretty dry here. You don't want to burn your house down or anything. But just a little ritual to help you release all of the fears that you've got. Okay. Venus retrograde's almost over, and that can impact fears around relationships and money and things like that. So hopefully some of those will alleviate in the next little bit. But we've got an awful lot of planets in retrograde, and that makes us go back and focus. What do we really, really want? Okay. We revisit things and stuff like that. So just be aware that you may have that with certain subjects. It'll depend on your own astrological charts and everything, but like where the subject is. Another thing I wanted to mention was in one of my last couple of videos anyway. I had mentioned us having ideas and getting impatient or wanting it to roll forward. Okay. What I'm kind of being told now is to keep focused on the ideas you had, okay, a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, last week. Don't necessarily try and add more and more and more onto that. Okay, it's like it won't work properly if you try and second guess the idea you had. Okay, so things seem to be moving so slowly, like so much is changing so fast, but some of our personal things seem to be moving so slowly that we can get impatient, right? Like that idea, you had it 3 weeks ago and it's not running yet, right? And it's like nothing's changed with it yet. It's not moving forward yet. It's like, keep going. It will work. It will move forward. Okay. Don't distract yourself with a whole bunch of other, maybe this will help, maybe that'll help. It's like what we're going through, what we're working on, what we're doing can't be rushed right now. Okay. So I'm finding that with myself. Okay. Like there's certain things that I've been working on and they're nowhere close to done yet. And I'm getting so impatient. I'm like, well, maybe I should do this other thing. And it's like, no, right? Like, don't change course. Just keep kind of doing what it was you were doing. It will move forward. It will work out. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, try not to give into this fear energy that's going on right now. It's crazy fearful. Focus on what you want. Stay in your now moment. Are you okay right now? right? Is your house on fire right now? Are you being chased by a tiger today? And it's like, if not, then you're okay right now. Okay. And focus on that and try and expand on that and make sure that you burn those fears under that full moon that's coming right up. Okay. If you think you could use some more help, I do have an energy work session starting on the new moon on September 14th. So I'll put a link to that down below. I do one-on-one readings, always have, probably always will, so you can always look at that as well. And if you find this helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe. You could share it with your friends, whatever you feel, right? The subscribers and the likes kind of help my channel and help more people find this. Anyway, much love and sending you all the help energetically to get through this kind of fear energy we got going on.